Welcome back, guys, to another week's video, the place for creatives to learn all things monetization, blogging tips, growing your creative business, and help you to do everything that you love unapologetically. In today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about sales. Yes, sales. I am going to be highlighting how to dominate sales as an entrepreneur. Now, when you think about selling, especially with business, some people get anxiety, some people stress, worry, and then you have some that are just good at it, right? They're just good at selling. It comes easy to them. But in today's video, I just want to highlight actually how can you show up and dominate sales so it can be easy for you, not so much as the work. And I'm going to reference my favorite resource right now in order to give you these tips that I'm going to share today. So let's dig into it. The resource that I'm speaking of today to reference how to dominate sales as an entrepreneur is the book by Grant Cardone, Sell or Be Sold. This is a great book. Go check it out. I'm going to link it below the video. If you have not read it, go get it now. It is such a good book to help you learn more about sales in everyday life, but it's really going to definitely help you in your business so that you can begin to get better at sales. I love it. I try to read it at least a couple of months out of the year. So to get refreshed on just the knowledge and the information in it. So definitely go check it out. It's one of the best sales books out here. But on to the tips, right? On to the tips in reference to the book. How can you dominate sales? How can you dominate sales in your business as an entrepreneur? The first thing, just before I get into the tips, you have to think about everything is sales, and that's actually one of the tips. But you have to get over the nerves and the fear and just know that selling is a part of everyday life. Selling is what you have to do to get where you need to be, regardless, right? So that leads me into my first tip. Everything that we do is a sale. So sure, you're in business, you're selling your products, you're selling your services, you're selling your program. Everything that we do is a sale. So you have to get over that, oh my God, I don't want to sell. It's so creepy. I'm so scared. I get it. But if you want to show up in your business and get those sales, you have to sell, right? Guys, you really have to do. And the thing with sales, just don't overthink it. Show up as you providing a solution to the person's problem. What I say all the time to you guys. You just are providing the solution. And in return, you're getting the sale. You're getting that transaction taking place. Also, when you are making the sale, to help you, if you are a service-based business or if you have a program, of your offer, the easiest way for you to do it beyond solution sales is just make it into a conversation. So sales is all about conversation. All you doing is conversating with these clients, you're conversating with your perfect customer, and you're just figuring out what they're struggling with. You're figuring out their pain point, what is going on right now, that what you have can fill that void. That's all it is, guys. It's that simple. So don't think of it, oh, I got to make a sale. I'm desperate to make this sale. Or, oh, I got to make this sale. I don't know. I'm so scared to reach out. I'm so scared to ask. Don't think about it like that. Just think about, okay, I got this conversation. She told me that she needs X, Y, and Z. My product does X, Y, and Z. How can my product fill the void in what she's saying that she needing for this X, Y, and Z problem, right? So all you're doing is just filling in the gap with your product, with your service, with your program, whatever you're selling. You're just filling in that blank. Transaction is made. Boom, sell. Boom, sell. Rinse and repeat. So if you think of it that way, you are glad to show up as your best self. You're glad to show up with integrity because you are knowing, like, I am really, really, really into what I'm selling. I'm really, really into what my problem is, what my problem, what I know my product has in solving that problem. I am confident in my offer. I'm confident in my product. I'm confident in my program. So once you look at it that way, you're like, hey, this is a piece of cake. So you would turn to look at you would get more confident. You would start to make more sales. It would be more of an abundance for you instead of scarcity mindset. Like, oh my God, where's my next sale coming from? I don't know what to do, right? So just think of it that way. Everything we do is a sale. And in relation to your business, you have to make sales to be in business. So you have to tap into that mindset of everything that you do from now, every single day, your content that you're sharing, your posts, your interactions, all of it has to do with you selling. You're selling your business, you're selling your product, you're selling your offer, your program, your brand, you as a whole. So just think of it that way. Everything that you do is a sell, and you will learn how to adapt those ways. Like, it's a skill set, and it's definitely something that can be learned as you progress. So don't fret if you don't get it right now off the gate, but give yourself grace. But at the same time, learn to just jump out there afraid, do it scared, as they say, and just learn along the way. And you would then pick up those habits, you would pick up the right conversation, and then the sales will start trickling in. So that's the first tip. Everything we do is a sale. The next tip that I want to share that Grant Cardone referenced as well is sell yourself, girl. Sis, sell yourself. So as I said, everything we do is a sell for the first tip. The second tip is selling yourself. So when you're selling your business, your brand, your product, you are the face. Maybe you are not the face, but you have to present yourself out there. Even if you have another face behind your product or brand, still position yourself and sell why yours is the best. You as the CEO, you as the creator, why should they buy from you? Why are your products the best? Why are your services the best? Why is this information you said within your offer is better than Susie who has the same offer, right? So you have to sell yourself, and the way that you do that is how we are doing it every day on video, on social media posts, telling what we have to offer, showing the knowledge that we have, the value that we can present, showing all of that behind the scenes of the products, what the products is consist of, what it's made of. I told you guys that before when sharing behind the scene with your audience. You have to sell yourself. And this again goes back to what I said, everything that we do is a sell, because it goes outside of business. Like even when you're on interviews, guys, what do? You have to sell yourself. You have to sell yourself to the interviewer that's interviewing, asking you all these questions. They want to know why you are the best client, the perfect candidate for this position. You have to do the same thing within your business. Why am I the best of the others? Why am I the best in the marketplace? Share. And this is your time to shine. This is your time to show others, like I just said in the other tip. But you just have to think of it as, hey, it's competition out here. I got to get my products out here. I got to get my services out here. I got to get my programs. So, hey, I'm going to put myself out there. It is hard. It is scary. It is fearful. I'm not saying you're not going to feel all those things. Those things are never going to go away. You just have to keep going and keep putting yourself out there when it's uncomfortable, when it's uncertain, when you're not sure, whatever, right? We all are doing the same thing. Like I tell you guys all the time, we're all trying to figure out. We're all in the same space. So you have to do it. You have to put yourself out there. So you're making the noise amongst everyone else. So people can see you down their timeline. So people can know your voice. They know your videos. They know your branding, your colors, everything, because you're so out there. You're so putting yourself out there. You're so promoting yourself that people just know you and your brand and your business, right? So if you want to be in business, guys, as an entrepreneur, to dominate your sales, you have to sell yourself. You have to sell yourself, not just on social media platforms, but when people are talking to you, when people want to interview you, when people reach out to you to do a podcast or a video interview, or if they just want to ask you about your business, your elevator pitch, everything that you have within you and about your business and yourself, you have to sell it. You have to be on point. And you have to be passionate. Remember, I told you guys about being passionate in my other video, right? So you have to make sure that you are all of those things when you're selling yourself, because you want people to trust you. You want people to invest in you. You want people to work with you. So you have to you have to tap into those sales. Your sales-driven self, you have to tap into it and sell yourself. And the last tip that I want to share on how to dominate in sales as an entrepreneur within your business is believing in your product and service. Like I just said, why is your offer and the product is the best? That goes to passion selling again. Like, if you don't believe in what you're offering, who else is going to believe? Who else is going to invest and buy this? Like, I don't care if you have been selling the same oil for 10 years, right? I don't care if you've been selling the same product, the same handbag, the same skincare, whatever it is, believe in it. Believe it with your whole heart. Promote it. Get the thing out there. Promote yourself, sell yourself, and tell these people why you're the best, and so they can believe in what you are saying. And it goes back to just not saying what the features and the benefits of it, whatever you're selling, but like I said, how it will solve a person's problem or need. How your product service program is the solution, right? I said all of that, but you have to believe in it in such a way that if someone else tries to present it to you, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, if they would take everything that you said and said it in their words, mock it in your words, it should blow your mind. It shouldn't be like, that doesn't sound right. Like, you have to wholeheartedly believe in what you're doing, that no one can turn you away. No dollar, no marketing campaign, no social media following. I don't care if you have 1 follower or 1 million followers. If you don't believe in your product or your service, no one will believe in it, and they wouldn't invest in it with you. They would not take the next action and work with you. They don't want the product. All of that would just be a waste of time. So what are you doing in the sense of creating your product or your services or your offer? What are you doing in the sense of how well are you creating this? Like, do you really believe in what you have? Or is it something you're just trying to put out there because you see somebody else doing? This is somebody else copy and paste business model. So you're like, hey, they were successful, I can do it too. Or is this something that you know truly where you believe it deep down in your heart, you have what it takes to be out here as an entrepreneur, and that your product and your service or your program is going to change the next person's life? You have the best handbag. You have the best coaching program. You have the best skincare product. Why is yours the best among the others, and why do you feel like you are the best? Why do you feel like whatever you created is the ultimate? It's the end all be all. Like, that is how you have to feel like, this is it. It's nothing else. It's no copycat version. It's no other version I can come up with. This is it. And they're going to get this how I see it. Right? And of course, like I said, when you're in the beginning, it's not going to be that perfect result. It's going to be your prototype, whatever that is in the beginning to get you started, the minimum to get you out there. And then as you progress that thing, you can rebrand, you can recreate, you can redesign, you can get a team on board, and it's just going to expand as your business continues to expand. But you have to put yourself out there, like I said, with selling yourself. You have to put it out there with that belief at the same time so people can understand where you're coming from. And that is exactly how people tap into buying, right? People will buy your story before they buy the product. So take people along the journey, share behind the scenes, say what it means to you. Maybe you have created it in your basement when you were homeless, and you created it in your new home in your basement because you got an epiphany, and you was creative at that time and thankful for what you had, and you created in your basement while your kids would sleep. Maybe it is a story like that. Maybe it's not a story at all. Maybe you just was inspired by others out here crushing it, and you decided to create your own because you're like, oh, they're winning. I'm so inspired by them, not necessarily copying, but you see other people winning. So you're like, let me put myself positioned too. Let me put myself in a position and get a piece of the pie. So whatever it is, take that belief with you, and your sales will begin to dominate as well and increase and move forward as your brand and your business continue to expand. I really love that book so much. Sell or to be sold is the name of it. Again, guys, by Grant Cardone. You have to go get it. He talked about all 3 of those tips. And that's simple tips, but it's tips that you think you tend to overthink. Everything we do is to sell yourself, and believe in your product or your service. Like, that is it to dominate sales as an entrepreneur. And you just have to go out there and think of it as an everyday practice, and you would get better and better at it. But that is it, guys, for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I hope you got massive value to go out there and start dominating some sales. Question for you: what other sales tips do you have out there that you can reference that would be good to go out there and get better at sales? What other books do you recommend? Drop them below, because I'm always trying to enhance my sales skills. So if you have some other book recommendations that are great to help you with your sales skills, drop a comment below. I would love to hear your feedback. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified as I put out new weekly videos for you guys. Hit the subscribe button to keep being on my community here. And don't forget to check out my latest videos helping you monetize your business, doing everything that you love, and building your creative business as you like. And don't forget to hit the like and share button. I'll talk to you guys soon, and I will see you next week.